of the internet. I know I wasn't here yesterday. But that's because it was Easter and I had to make dinner. And it was a very time-consuming endeavor. But we're back. So we'll be doing a little bit of everything today and maybe something special later on. That sounded kind of rapey. Ah, crap, I clicked the wrong character. Curse you, character select! It's like, what would happen if Gorilla Grodd wore a suit? Like a regular business suit. I think about weird things, completely unrelated to Star Trek. But, we have stuff to do. We have stuff to do. Things to rape. That was kind of fucked up a thing to say. Fuck it. We're in Star Trek. There ain't no rules. Like, there ain't no rules to Star Trek. You just kind of go with the flow, bo. It's like, if there were rules, then there would be rules. And we don't like rules, because rules, well, they make sense, they're important, but they also kind of suck the fun out of life. La 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 la. So, you know, I know it's gonna get me a lot of flack for saying this, but I actually like the 2014 Godzilla movie. I'm thinking I like the Godzilla movies from the 80s and 90s, which were more human focused. So, fuck everybody who hates these. You're all a bunch of pansies. I don't mean that. I love you all. But seriously, fuck your feelings. A good movie is a good movie. I kind of sound like an abusive husband talking like that, don't I? I have to consider modulating my tone of disregard. Well, what do we gotta do? Oh, right. Iconian War. That thing. Yeah. So yeah, once we finish this, we will just be doing Future Proof, and we will have a character caught up. So let us begin.
I'm currently on leave from Voyager, and I was passing near the Hopus system in a shuttlecraft when I picked up some odd energy readings. I took a detour to investigate. You can't be too careful where Hopus is concerned. But I wouldn't mind some help. Can you rendezvous with me at these coordinates? Having a real starship here would be a big help.
Travel. Have starship, will travel. Just. We're flying through the sector space. Oh, speaking of sector space, in approximately 2 weeks, the next big update will happen, and we'll get to the leveling system update, which is going to completely change the leveling system. So I'll go through that, show you kind of what's different. Should be fun. Excuse me. So yes, this is what all of the story you have seen up to this point led up to. Was this story arc. That was 5 years in the making. 5 years. It's a long time. It's a long time. But it ended the arc that was started with the very first versions of the game.
Thanks for the assistance. I was checking out some strange readings and discovered this errant freighter. I hailed them and they opened fire. It's a good thing you picked up my distress signal.
This is the Granada. We received your distress call.
Don't know yet. Based on these ships' identification codes, these aren't Tal Shiar vessels, just elements of the old Romulan Star Navy. They're no friends of the intelligence agencies, but also not allies of the Republic. Us true sons of the Empire, that sort of thing.
Acknowledged.
Not opposed, but my shuttle's taken a beating. Do you mind if I bring it aboard?
Acknowledged, Terraskova. We're on our way.
This is the Romulan Imperial Star Navy. You are in a restricted area. Leave immediately.
These aren't Tal Shiar ships. They're Imperial loyalists.
Yep. Who would have thought the Iconian War story arc would start with fucking Romulans?
A specially modified freighter carrying weapons instead of cargo. Ships like these are sometimes used in convoys in danger of attack. Gives them some teeth without looking suspicious. And the intelligence agencies love them for missions where a starship would attract too much attention. Who's gonna give a second look to a beat-up old freighter?
I love how our spoken dialogue is not the same as the stuff in the boxes. Thanks for the assistance, Grenade. I was checking out the strange readings and discovered this errant freighter. I hailed them. They opened fire. Good thing you picked up my distress signal. Why? Any idea why they attacked you?
I don't know yet. Based on these ships' identification codes, these aren't Tal Shiar vessels, just elements of the old Romulan Star Navy. They're no friends of the intelligence agencies, but also not allies of the Republic. Us true sons of the Empire, that sort of thing. Not to impose, but my shuttle's taken a beating. Do you mind if I bring it aboard?
Why aren't you on Voyager?
I took the gateway back to Tau Dewa, and from there I've been on a course home to Trill. I got diverted by a Class 3 ionic storm. This system is safe from the storm, but not the Romulans.
Our last mission wasn't easy. We made through in one piece, but afterwards it seemed like a good time to use some of my personal leave, so I will rejoin Voyager in a few weeks. Understandable, the war with the Vought War has been difficult for us all. Scan freighter. Scanning. Their primary engine assembly is damaged, reading multiple Romulan life signs. Sir, we're being hailed.
This is Lieutenant Gaius Salom. This vessel has been disabled. Your interference is disruptive, but survivable.
Lieutenant Salom? What are you doing on that freighter?
This unit is executing its priority directives. All other directives have been suspended.
Why did you attack us?
This unit was defending this vessel against outside attack. Defense of associates is required by priority override.
Guys, why are you referring to yourself as this unit? Scans of the freighter wheel show it's remarkably well equipped, but there's no contraband or Borg technology outside of Salon's implants. There's nothing that explains this change's behavior. Captain, what if someone is controlling Gaius through his Borg implants? We know that Tal Shiar can do things like that. He's certainly not acting like normal. It's almost as if he's a part of the collective again. He can't answer our questions because he isn't there. We need to find out who did this. The facility on the... Terrace has had a facility on the Hopus Moon, sir. The gateway she was making is gone, but I'm detecting a power into the base's environmental systems. whoever did this, we could still be down there. Lock a tractor beam on the freighter and have an OA team meet me at the transporter room. It's like, this is rather suspect, isn't it? Facility is badly damaged, sir. Atmospheric pressure is holding steady, but the power is fluctuating and many of the systems are barely functional. TARDIS didn't leave this place in a good state. Scans are reading several Romulan life signs throughout the facility. Whoever they are, they're deeper in the complex. I think they're trying to restore full power. Let's see if we can get information from these computer systems. Environmental systems aligned. Computer core usage 12%. Alert. Damcom reports. EPS conduit. EPS conduit. This was destroyed when terrorists fled last year. We should check this out. Power systems nominal. Geothermal tabs functioning at 58%. Main archives locked. Gate status non-operational. They have enough power. It looks like they're still locked out of the computer memory.
That doesn't help much. They must be trying to gain access to the gateway data.
Slab was attacked but not destroyed. Maybe we can find some clues. Nothing we can do for them now, sir. I know the various factions have skirmished over this facility since the Romulus was lost in hopes of finding out what caused the supernova. It looks like these were Republic-allied Romulans who happened to be in the wrong place. Their injury are consistent with Romulan military disruptors, which fits what we've seen of the Romulan naval presence here. These wounds are recent. These Romulans must have been part of Obasek's forces. They kept this facility secure since it was taken from terrorists. I'm surprised that statue survived all the battles that have happened here. Perhaps it's so unsettling that people are afraid to damage it. Scanning Theron particles. Oh yeah, right now my mouse is all fucked up, so I have the button functions reversed, so if you occasionally see me clicking and nothing happening, that's why. I'm clicking the wrong button.
There's a door to the left.
Garage stuff. File system halt. Verifying integrity. File corrupted. File corrupted. File corrupted. Restoring from backwards. Please wait. Estimated time 825 cycles. We need to get to that lab. These Romulans might be trying to steal or restart the Iconian gate. Why? Why are you here? This mission was the first mission of the Iconian arc, and it came out right after the 5th anniversary finished. And it was the first time I encountered set bonus ground gear, really. I mean, all the reputations have it, but I wasn't really doing reputations at the time because, like, oh, it required the online component. I don't like the online component, but I have since reversed my opinion on the multiplayer part of the game. Also, at the end of this video, anybody who watches it now or in the future, I'd like to know if you think shorter episodes would be better. If it would be better, maybe I can try cutting them later using sector space as my cut point. But as I said, this is also the furthest I've ever gotten with a science character.
I surrender. Well, no. I do still have crucial information about your poor friend Lieutenant Ceylon and how to fix his addled Borg brain, about the gateways and how to use them, about the Iconians. Now tell me, aren't those things more important than the fleeting pleasure you'll get from shooting me?
Oh, Sela. You scamp.
But you are interested in what I can tell you. This gateway is damaged beyond repair, but I learned a thing or two when I was a guest of the Iconians. I know how to operate their gateways, and I've memorized several sets of coordinates. I know about places you haven't seen yet. In fact, the only reason I was here was to open a gate to a specific Iconian base.
Fleeing one jail to go back to another?
Not exactly. Do you really think there are only 2 Dyson spheres? There are more, and I know the location of the one the Iconians are still using. Wouldn't you like to see that?
Why should I believe any of this? You haven't shown us anything credible. I'm getting a message from command, sir.
I have a priority directive for you. Sela has escaped from custody. I'm alerting all ships to watch for her and for her operatives. Your communications officer tells me you're not aboard your ship. What's your status?
It's interesting you should mention that,
No,
sir.
please, go ahead. I can wait.
Go ahead, Admiral.
Sela was last seen in the Devron sector. Be aware that she was apparently aided by Lieutenant Gaius Ceylon, the Lasette's intelligence officer. She should be considered extremely dangerous, and it is likely that she is rallying former supporters to her cause.
She's here, sir. I found her with a group of Imperial loyalists. She surrendered.
I think that if you bring Sela back to custody, she'll likely just escape again, and we won't be any closer than we are now to knowing what she has planned or what she knows about the Iconians. Keep an eye on her, see where she goes, and try to learn more about her plans. This may be a good opportunity to finally gain some useful information.
Understood. I'll see what we can discover.
Well, well, well. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, isn't that the saying? I'll make you a deal. You want Gaius back, and you want to learn what I know? I'm willing to give you both. But first, we'll need to discuss the deal aboard my ship. Don't worry. I'm sure your crew will keep a transporter lock and whisk you away at the first sign of danger. Enjoy having the upper hand for as long as it lasts.
We'll do this on your ship. You're no threat to me.
I suppose we don't have much choice. Whenever you're ready, we can beam up to Sela's ship. But I'll go with you and watch your six.
Beam to see the ship.
I know you're not inclined to believe me, but I am telling the truth. I do have coordinates to a sphere the Iconians are still using. The Iconians have many servants. Some, like the Alachi, you have already seen. I watched how they opened the gateways and memorized the coordinates. The Iconians are moving their soldiers and ships into position. One day, soon, they'll be right on our doorstep.
What do you want me to do?
This is our one chance to find out what the Iconians are doing and when they're going to attack. And they won't wait for our ships to be in position or give us time to muster a defense. One day very soon, the Iconians will simply appear at our homelands. We will have to fight to survive.
What did you do to Lieutenant Salon?
Poor Gaius. All that Borg hardware in his head made it easy to give him some guidance. I've had quite a bit of time to learn about Borg technology. All you need to know is which switches to flip. It's been very helpful having someone on the inside. I would have never escaped without him, but as a gesture of goodwill, I'll give him back now. There probably won't be any permanent damage.
How did you manage to reprogram Gaius so thoroughly? His implants aren't that invasive.
You helped to pioneer some of those techniques, remember? Shooting your own crew, implanting test subjects with Borg technology, killing that adorable little Eppo. Once you know how to get into someone's head, you're there forever.
Do you actually think you can fight the Iconians?
With the coordinates I've memorized, I can gain access to an Iconian staging sphere. Tapping into the Iconian data networks is risky, but the potential benefits are significant. It will be difficult. Iconian operating systems are designed to override and destroy other computers. However, I know enough about their devices to gain some useful information before that happens. Specifically, we need to determine what forces the Iconians will use against us. We must prepare for what's coming. Poor Gaius. You helped to pioneer. My engineers report that they're having trouble keeping engine powers stable. It appears you did quite a bit of damage to my ship. Unrelated systems keep failing in no discernible pattern. Perhaps you can take some of your people down to the engine room and have a look. Keep in mind that the sooner we get underway, the sooner this is all over.
Very well, I'll go check the engine room.
This unit is in diagnostic mode.
Can you understand me? Gaius, do you understand what you're doing?
This unit is responding to its neural overrides. Please, help me.
This violation will not go unpunished, Gaius. I'll make sure you are freed from this torment. Granada, 1 to beam directly to sickbay. I don't trust her. The animal can handle her. So, technically speaking, my current bridge crew represents 4 different factions. Oh, it's crazy. Well, that's not true. I learned about ground set pieces from the Dominion storyline. We need to reinitialize the main core. Send Citala. Send Nasser. Send Rokta. That wasn't an equipment failure, that was a bomb.
What are you doing to my ship down there? Don't make things worse.
So the saboteur who set off the explosives is on the move. Scans are picking up additional devices planted in the engine room. Looks like anti-tamper devices are designed to keep anyone from getting close enough to disable the mines. You'll need to use your tricorder to desync the mine and then move a bit closer until you can reach and deactivate it. If you get too close without disabling the sensors, the anti-personal defenses will fire. You need to scramble the main sensors until I get close enough to deactivate it. Ah, sabotage. Born from the idea, a particular shoe called a sabot being tossed into industrial machinery.
Timetable, so I won't.
In fact, you just did. Fucking Sela. I'm dealing with bombs down here, lady. Have a little patience. Well, 5 factions technically if you count in Van Zyl.
I recognize you. You have to help me. I'm a public intelligence operative on Team Cover. I infiltrated this crew from the naval officers because they were still loyal to Sela. We can recapture her if we can keep this ship disabled.
How did you happen to get aboard? How did you happen to get aboard Sela's ship? This is too much of a coincidence.
Public intelligence has agents seeded through many of the groups in the old guard, even a few infiltrating the Tal Shiar. It's happenstance that I was embedded in a group that helped Sela escape prison. What I need now is to keep this ship stalled long enough for the Republic to arrive. Then we can take Sela back to prison where she belongs.
I can't do that. I can't let you keep this ship stopped. I'm going to have to stun you.
Sela's using you. She'll never tell you anything of substance. If she was the Iconian's prisoner, she couldn't have seen anything important. If she's still working with them, then she's leading you into a trap. Your only chance is to capture her now and help us reveal anyone in the Republic who helped her escape.
I have to let this play out. Sela won't tell us anything. If she thinks I'm on, if she thinks I'm on her side, she'll show me everything. Yeah, basically the enemy of my enemy. They still be my enemy, but can also be a shield I can use against them.
I understand you've captured a saboteur. I won't tolerate a threat to the safety of this mission and my crew. I intend to have him executed immediately.
I'm taking him into custody. This is non-negotiable.
Very well. However, this still doesn't solve our problem. We need to find a working Iconian gate.
I know where to find the gateway. The part system.
The Nopata system? Interesting.
Hakeem had a base there. He was conducting research for the Iconians.
My ship has been modified to mask its energy signature, so we should be able to get there without detection. The Tal Shiar may be a problem, though.
Can't you order the Tal Shiar to let us pass?
The Tal Shiar serves the Iconians now. Certain elements of the Imperial Navy are still loyal, but the Tal Shiar would be more inclined to shoot me than listen to me.
Fine, I'm going back to my ship. We'll see what we can find at Nopata. Reading a large amount of space debris. At least one Romulan ship in orbit. Can't determine if it's Imperial Navy or Tal Shiar. It's definitely not a Republic vessel. Hail Sela, does she have any information about this?
Those are Tal Shiar ships. The Star Navy doesn't have the interest or the means to police far-flung systems like this one. The Tal Shiar and I don't exactly see eye to eye these days, so feel free to do what you will.
The last time I was here, Hakeem had a secret facility on the planet. Tal Shiar must be using his old base.
Enemy vessel. This system is under Tal Shiar control. Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Unlikely. Shields up.
Responding to your request for assistance.
I'm not gonna summon in a ship to help me here. That would just be silly. I can actually have trouble with that fight in certain types of ships. Sensors are reading instructions on the surface, sir. A small number of Romulans present. Also picking up some kind of dampening field. We can transport you to outside the building, but the field will prevent transport into some parts of the facility. Beam to Napata surface.
Hakiv's private research facility. Soon all this will be lost to the sand. What a monument to folly.
Never thought I'd be coming back after I escaped Hakiv's arena.
The Tal Shiar commonly use a diverter to intercept standard access codes on electronic locks. Give me just a moment. There. You really should learn some of these things.
Don't test my patience. Door functions smoothly in
Someone else
spite
has
of all
been
the
through
sand.
here recently. Tal Shiar!
I derp died.
At least they were smart
Why am I
enough
not
to keep the
surprised
weapons
that
out
mess
of the
hall
armory?
is
The one place here that isn't a total wreck.
Personal log. We managed to adjust our scanners to locate another passageway behind one of the walls in the office, but nobody can figure out how to get it open. It's probably locked down via a computer system. At this point, I think it's going to be a matter of cracking the codes, but Hakiv was so secretive and paranoid, he used fractal-based encryption. Not even the board could break this thing. We have the computer working on it, but it's going to take months. And that's if we get lucky. The commander says forces are needed elsewhere, so she's only going to leave a skeleton crew behind here. Says that if we can get anything useful, there's no sense in leaving troops on a desert. If we can't get anything useful, there's no sense in leaving troops on a deserted planet. I just hope she decides to pull all of us out sooner rather than later. Read logs. Personal log. Though we've managed to restore partial power to the exterior facility, the lab itself remains on its own power systems with a distortion field around it. This whole mission has been an exercise in futility. I told the commander it would be, but she doesn't want to hear anything negatives. She pulled out most of the engineers, just left us 2 squads behind in case we stumble across something new. I hate this planet. There's nothing to do but shoot sea lot cats, maintain the power systems, and try to keep the sand out of the door tracks.
Hakiv Sanctum. I'm guessing that side door isn't just for show.
Whenever I die, for some reason, it de-slots that move.
There must be a way through this blank wall. Maybe there's a release trigger in the office.
Permission denied. Access credentials
Allow me.
invalid.
Computer, recognize identity Sela. Code Empress 1. Unlock lab access.
Granted. Welcome, Your Imperial Majesty.
Always have a back door.
I'll remember that.
Another secret door. Hakiv was always so melodramatic.
You're getting a little too close to the truth. It's time to eliminate you both.
You should be more careful about the loyalty of your subordinates. Stop her! Don't let her escape! Kill it!
The real parasite explains why Van Zyl turned on us so suddenly. There's no telling how she got infected. It must have happened while she was on Voyager in the Delta Quadrant. The parasite's gone now, but we need to get her to sickbay. Yes, sir. We'll take care of it. I think I understand what's happening now. Van Zyl was pursuing Sela because of the parasite. She's probably even started the fight that she called us to help her finish. She's been under the thrall of the Iconians the whole time, but she's been making sure those she stuck close to you and Sela so she could try and figure out a way to figure out Sela's plans and then eliminate her. If the Iconians want Sela so badly, she's probably on the right track. Granada, 1 to beam directly to sickbay. Alert neurology and prepare for trauma response. I didn't get the curse your sudden inevitable betrayal. Oh, I did. Nice. It's basically you have to beat her within like a minute.
In those coordinates. Hey, up here! Hurry up! They'll find us soon.
Like, how did she end up there? What the hell?
Good. There's a gateway on that side. We won't be stuck here. Now, let's see what secrets we can wrest from this facility.
You!
Taurus. Stop her! Automated defenses?
Hey, Ebony's. I'm alright. Just figured I'd do a mission or so
Down!
today since I didn't do any Star Trek Online yesterday.
I won't let you take me!
We need to catch her before she can cause any more trouble. She's locked the door. Try to unlock it with one of these consoles. Interesting. According to this data, we're in the Andromeda Galaxy. You should download some of these files to your tricorder. This sphere seems to be much older than the others. There's communication traffic from Iconian ships inside the sphere. I've never seen these kinds of vessels before.
Dun dun dun.
Ah, here we go. Almost there. Got it. The door is open.
Really windy outside where you are, Ebs? It's just really rainy here.
Taurus must have overloaded the perimeters in that plasma. She's turned this room from a plasma allocation conduit into a death trap. Who even builds rooms like this into a structure anyway? There are control consoles across from the containment area. If you can get to them, you can probably shut down the system.
Looks dangerous, but we don't have a choice. Sela making jokes about video games. Like, what kind of person in a reasonable setting would create a room like this? She's basically joking about how video games have death trap rooms for no discernible reason. That don't seem to serve the structure of the building at all.
There's nowhere left to run, Taurus. Do you really think the Iconians will help you now?
No, you don't understand. I didn't seek them out because I wanted to rule. I needed them to save us, to turn back time, to undo Hobus, and bring back Romulus.
Then you're more of a fool than I thought. You poor deluded creature. The Iconians aren't interested in saving anything. Nor could they.
We have to get out of here. It's not safe anymore. They're coming.
I guess you'd better go then. If you had only known, Taurus, the Iconians can't travel through time. It destroys their minds. The sphere just jumped. Look, it's nighttime inside this sphere, but it's never dark inside the other spheres. The Iconian fleets are here, and there are so many ships they're blotting out the sun.
I see you.
Time to go.
Yeah, generally when a ship talks about seeing you, it's time to get the fuck out of Dodge.
How absurd to think that she could have ever accomplished anything significant. She lost her throne and spent years in mindless devotion to gods who could not hear or answer her prayers. Taurus's fanaticism blinded her. She studied everything about the Iconians, but never learned the one simple fact that would have ended her quest. There was only one thing she didn't get wrong. We need to leave. Immediately.
Clarify for me, why can't the Iconians travel through time?
Iconian minds aren't like ours. They're entangled with chronoton states. I'll spare you the boring details. It helps to orient them when using their gateways, but it means that they can't go back and forth in time like we can. Doing so would cause the Iconian to lose its memories of the intervening time.
All we've seen so far are animated defenses. Why the hurry? We should learn more about the Iconian plans here.
Take a look at the sky. In a sphere like this, nothing should obscure the sun. Those aren't clouds.
Iconian ships. So many that they're blotting out the sun. But yeah.
Did you feel that?
That is the navy you have to fight during the Iconian War.
Your galaxy is forfeit.
It's a herald, the personal guards and servants for the Iconians. Fighting is not our best option. Head for the gate. Run!
Part of the reason why I don't like the auto fire is it makes it impossible to just run when the game needs you to run. After this mission, I'll cut the stream for a couple minutes, switch to the next
The
game.
gateway is destabilizing. I'll take care of it.
We've been wondering what happened to you. You disappeared from our scanners. The command has sent out a fleet-wide alert. Need you back on the ship right now. How is Van Zyl? She's resting in sickbay. The doctor says her trill physiology is very robust when it comes to surviving neurologically linked symbiotes. But Van Zyl was enjoying, which is why the parasite could take over. She may retain some memories from the experience, which could provide us with useful information. The doctor says she'll be ready for debriefing and can return to Voyager in a few days. As near as we can tell, she picked up the parasite during an away mission in the Delta Quadrant, and then immediately left Voyager. Apparently the Iconians got word of Sila's escape and sent Van Zyl and her parasite to tail Sila. Anything else I should know? We can beam you aboard whenever. Command wants us to proceed immediately to the Iconian system. Something big is happening.
As you can see, matters have become somewhat urgent. We have no information about Sila's whereabouts, but I have no doubt that she is still making alliances and raising armies. But even that threat is less pressing than the arrival of this new sphere near the Iconia system. As far as we can tell, this sphere is far larger and older than any of the other spheres we've encountered. I fear Sila was right. The Iconians are invading. This is just the beginning.
And that begins the Iconian War, friends. It is 12 We'll be logging out of this game real quick so we can switch to the next. See you in a few moments.